Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission, sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGemz.com, KeishaGemz.com.
Welcome to Dropping Gems. I'm your host and holistic health and wellness educator, Keisha Christian. On today's episode, we will begin with a meditative moment where we'll be focusing on gratitude and abundance. And on that note, before I even continue, I would like to thank my clothing sponsor, Tasha Simone, for this beautiful jumper that she's provided me with. I have to tell you, I just love how the colors pop on my skin. And I want you to be sure to check out her website, tashasimone.com, or on Instagram, follow her at Shop Tasha Simone, where you can get affordable fashions from formal to casual attire. I also want to let you know that we will be dropping gems in the kitchen, where we'll be learning how to make sea moss gel. We will also be meeting a beautiful young lady that shares her story of how she overcame adversity in her life when having to deal with mental health challenges. Lastly, we are continuing with our giveaway that you will have to stay tuned to the end to hear all about. So grab a healthy snack or beverage because we will be right back. You are watching Dropping Gems.
Daily balance, peace, and protection. Release negativity, stress, and anxiety. Express your spirituality and confidence through self-dance.
Gems. I'm your host and holistic health and wellness educator, Keisha Christian. This segment of Meditative Moment is sponsored by CJ Care Box. Want a self-care box? Got a birthday coming up, an anniversary approaching? Or you want to send your sympathy or well wishes to someone? CJ Care Boxes are a perfect gift for your family or someone special. As a special promotion, they're giving away 15% off all boxes to all of my viewers with checkout code GEMZ, that's GEMZ. And I also have to tell you, I love this box. I think it's such a brilliant idea. And I'm gonna open up the box so you could actually see what's inside of the box when you actually purchase a care box. So within the box, and each of them are actually specialized, so they're custom boxes. So this is the box that was sent to me, and I have to tell you, when I sent it, I just loved it. It came with eye masks, have a notebook in here, adult coloring book, which is really cool, a nice little cosmetic bag. I have coloring pencils for the coloring book. Came with a candle, loofah sponge, lotion, lip gloss, pen, bath bombs. So many great things in here. Handmade soap, hand sanitizer. So there's so many great things in here. Oh, I forgot to mention. Also came with a facial mask as well. And a bottle of lotion. So definitely want to check out C&J's Care Package. Highly recommended. And thank you once again for sponsoring this segment of Meditative Moment. Today, I wanted to focus on gratitude and living in abundance. This week, I have to say, I've been grieving the death of a friend, feeling overwhelmed and mentally exhausted to the point where I just wanted to sleep all day. A family member suggested that I should not look at my to-do list as tasks that need to be complete, but things that I should be grateful for or that I've overcame or accomplished. You could apply this to your own life. For example, if you have to go to the grocery store and you know that there may be a long line outside of the store, you might and may want to wait a little while prior to getting to what you have to do, and to say certain affirmations to yourself or look at the experience of going to the grocery store as one of saying, I am grateful, thankful that I have the resources to purchase the grocery that is needed for my household. Sometimes all you need to do is reshift and to refocus your perspective. In this space and time, I want to use this to take time and a moment to quiet your mind and be still. Close your eyes if you wish or leave them open. You could do whatever feels good to you and your spirit. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do this 2 more times. Deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Last time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Repeat after me. I am blessed. I am abundant. I am prosperity. I am gratitude. I am enough. Now take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Do it 2 more times. In through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Remember, our words are powerful and we should use them wisely in gratitude. Peace and blessings to you. And I will take a quick break. We'll be right back with Dropping Gems in the Kitchen. For inquiries for sponsorship or advertising on this program, email info@KeishaChristian.com for more information.
She's cute, funny, kind, quirky, and loves everything pink and purple. Who is she? Twisty Tina, from the Real Life Adventures of JoJo Bean book series, written by Tracy Wilkins Francis. Come along this colorful journey as Twisty Tina tries to convince her parents to get her a pet in her first book series, I am not ready for a pet. Visit www.tracewilkinsfrancis.com to pre-order your copy and for further information.
Venice Richards, your pure romance consultant, inspires women to enhance their intimate lives and take care of their sexual health. Book your party today. Visit pureromance.com/Venice Richards or call 631-943-1868 for more information or to place an order. Welcome back to Dropping Gems. Dropping Gems is now airing in 3 states: Washington, D.C. on Channel 190, Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, Pennsylvania on Channel 190, and Delaware on Channel 28 on Rewind Network. This segment is sponsored by Dropping Gems Academy for Holistic Studies. To learn more about holistic allergy, seasonal, and year-long relief, visit www.droppinggemsacademy.com.
Welcome to Dropping Gems, an academy for holistic studies. Learn how to treat seasonal allergies and year-long allergies naturally with Keisha Christian. Her courses have helped parents, teachers, naturalists, and therapists reassess the way they handle allergy symptoms. Registration to our class is now open. Reserve your spot today. You can also become a certified holistic studies practitioner with us. Be empowered with knowledge and help us in spreading the positivity with the rest of the world. Visit www.droppinggemsacademy.com or email us at info@keishachristian.com.
Today, we'll be learning how to make sea moss gel using purple sea moss. Sea moss contains 92 of the trace minerals the body needs and are found in the body. It's also great for supporting gut health, in turn supporting your immune system. So as you can see, nowadays, you might even notice that sea moss gel has actually been like a big thing, and it's been like a craze, basically. So today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own sea moss gel. And I actually have more than one sea moss variety here. So it's also referred to as Irish moss. If you're wondering, that's also a term it's also called. So here, this is the sea moss that most people are probably familiar with. And I got this at my local health food store. That's where I purchased this one. But you could also purchase it from a reputable company. And this one is actually wild crafted sea moss. So it's not one that's farmed. It's actually caught, this one in particular is from Jamaica. This is the owner of the health food store that I go to is actually Jamaican, and he has a contact where he gets the sea moss, where he purchases his sea moss from to sell in his shop. And this is another variety of sea moss. This is a purple sea moss. And this is all in a dried form. In here too, if you're wondering what's in here, this is not sea moss. This is actually bladder wax. So this is something else. I like to mix the two together. It's great for inflammation. It also helps too if you're dealing with seasonal allergies. Definitely, this is something that I've really been taking a lot of now that we're going into the fall season. So we're going to begin. So when you have your sea moss in the dry form that I just showed you, what you would do is you would rinse it out. You rinse it out thoroughly because there's a lot of sand, and there's sometimes I've actually found seashells in here and all sorts of things. So you really want to make sure you rinse your sea moss well. So when you actually rinse your sea moss, it expands, as you could see here. So the sea moss expands. Once you rinse it out real well, make sure it's nice and clean. And then what I do is I actually will boil some hot water, and I will then put the hot water over it. Actually, I let the water boil, and then I let it cool a bit, and then I pour that water over the sea moss, and this is what it will look like. So I pour it over, and as you could see, it actually starts to make a gel on its own once you let it soak. So I would let this soak. I would let it soak overnight, or at least 8 hours, and then you get like a gel-like substance because it starts to expand even more, as you could see. So to make the sea moss gel, once the sea moss is in this form, in a gel-like form, you want to then grind it. So I'm going to be using a NutriBullet. You could use a blender to do so. And just make sure when you're doing this that you don't put too much in the blender, and also be aware of the strands of the sea moss as it could wrap around the blade in your blender. So just be careful, just be mindful of that if you have to break it up. I would suggest that. But for me, being that this sea moss is not that big, as far as if I wanted to compare the two, you notice this brand here, the white one, is actually a little wider than this sea moss here, the purple sea moss I have. So when it expands, it doesn't expand as much as this one actually would. So it's really important that you be mindful when blending up your sea moss to make the gel. And this is quite simple. Once you soak your sea moss overnight, you put it in the blender, or in this case, I'm using a NutriBullet. Blend it up. Once it's blended up well, that's it. You blend it up well, and then you just take it and put it in a container. I personally like to use glass containers when I'm making my sea moss gel. As I don't like using plastic, because I feel as though the chemicals in the plastic will leach into the sea moss, and I don't want that. But that's just me. That's my personal preference. If you have plastic, it's fine. But me personally, I don't like to put my my sea moss or much of my food in plastic containers. I rather use glass. So that's it. And then you have the sea moss gel. And then what you do is, after you would leave this mixture in the refrigerator overnight, and then as it sits in the refrigerator, it's going to become more solidified. I personally like it to be a little bit more runny. That's just my personal preference. I like to do that. And this will last in the refrigerator for 3 to 4 weeks. Another thing I like to do is I like to freeze my my sea moss. I like to freeze the sea moss, so I get an ice tray and I will pour the sea moss into the ice tray. And when I do that, what I do with each block, I actually will use it for tea. So I would actually take a block of sea moss that's frozen, put it in a mug, and then pour hot water in, and I have my I have sea moss tea like that. You could also, if you don't, some people will tell me that they don't like the smell. It smells kind of fishy. It smells like the sea. What you could actually do too, you could use a lemon. So you could squeeze a bit of lemon in there to combat that fishy scent. So that's something else you could do. It doesn't bother me. I actually don't mind how it smells, but if it's something that's your first time or you're new to, I would suggest that you use lemon. And you could use sea moss in so many things. You could use it in a smoothie. You could use it while you're cooking, in stews, in soups. You could add it to your food. You could add it to cereal. Like if you're making oatmeal, that's something I've done. I've actually put sea moss in my oatmeal. So that's something you could try as well. And I also have a recipe that I'll be sharing with you in a future episode that you could actually use as a healthy snack option for you and your family. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that in the future. All right, then. Thank you so much for watching Dropping Gems in the Kitchen. You have a blessed one. Stay tuned. We'll be back. We are having a giveaway. We are giving away a Roku Premiere valued at $50. You could watch live TV or do HDR streaming. Most importantly, you can catch past and present episodes of Dropping Gems. In order to win this Roku Premiere, all you have to do is tag me on Instagram at Dropping Gems with a Z and use the hashtag Meditative Moment Challenge. You could share your favorite quote, inspirational picture, or your favorite meditative pose. The winner will be selected this fall.
Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission, sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGems.com, KeishaGems.com.
Bedroom Candy by Tanya provides self-love and self-care products that assist with pampering yourself or improving your relationship with your significant other. You can reach Tanya at 917-943-4127 or visit www.bedroomcandy.com/13167 to place an order. Dropping Gems is a proud partner of Rude Rangers Entertainment. We could be found on Roku, Alexa, or you can download the app on your iOS or Android devices. Welcome back. I had the honor and privilege of interviewing this lovely guest, Kiara L., who is a multi-hyphenated free spirit from Chicago, Illinois. While she runs her own business, she is a writer and balances her 9-to-5 job in advertising. Kiara is very passionate about emotional wellness and strives to create safe places for intentional experiences and storytelling. Kiara is also involved in other projects where the focus is on women empowerment and changing the Black narrative in society. Welcome, Kiara L., to the show. Hello, Kiara. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. I know Kiara is the creator of Birdseed. And I have to tell you, when I came across Kiara, I just loved what she was doing. I saw that we had so much in common. We're both writers, and we're both into mindset, personal development, and all of that. So I said, I definitely have to have her on, fellow entrepreneurs. So, I have to get to know her better and have her on. So I was just so excited. So when I reached out to her, and I thank you, Kiara, for taking time to come on my show. I am honored that you chose to share space with me and coming on my platform. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you for reaching out and just admiring the work that I do and just considering me to be on your show. I'm really excited.
Yes. So, I wanted to know, your company is called Birdseed. So what exactly, how did you come up with that name? And what inspired you to even start your company?
Yeah, so Birdseed's actually, so my last name is Byrd. Mm-hmm. And so I thought it would be really interesting. So in the beginning, when I started Birdseeds, I was thinking about how can I give people, I guess, advice about things that I've learned during my journey of mindfulness. And so I thought, okay, bird, and then like seeds, like food for thought type. So I thought that was a really cool play on words. So that's how Birdseeds became created. So really mainly on while I do provide like coaching and just safe spaces in order to find wellness, I also provide resources as well. So that's like the food for thought, or the seeds that I drop for people.
Oh, I like that. I'm dropping gems, you're dropping seeds.
Right, but we have the same thing.
I like that. So can you go into more, what are the services that your company actually provides?
Yeah, so Birdseeds is an online platform that provides safe space for people of color to find emotional wellness through experiences. So what I've learned also is that you can read about wellness, you can, do all of these practices, but it really takes a lot when you are intentionally in a safe space where you can be yourself and be vulnerable and doing that internal work. So through that, the experiences that I mentioned is individual coaching. So I will have one-on-one sessions with you during a 3-month course focusing on emotional intelligence practices. And then I also provide facilitated workshops. and I do have event planning background. So I'm able to collaborate or partner with anyone who is interested in curating a wellness retreat or just a wellness event in general, and how to get people in that safe space.
Oh, that's nice. So you basically do some consultation work as well. So say someone wants to run a retreat and they need like steps or whatever in order to do so. Someone could hire you to help them facilitate that.
Yes, because I know that through my previous work, it's really important to set the intention or the tone, and then making sure what key takeaways you want your audience to have whenever have an event, when it's specifically around wellness or anything of that sort. So I make sure that where their head is, as far as like, okay, what is the reason for your event? What would you like your audience to take away from there? And then we just go from there and plan it out.
Oh, cool. That's really great. So like, say for instance, if someone wanted to have like a couples retreat, right? So that's something that you would facilitate. But do you gear just towards one demographic if you are assisting someone, or do you work with all different demographics?
So I work with all different, I work with different types of demographics. I would say that my specialty is within the millennial range as far as ages. So I'll say from ages 21 to 35 is usually what my main audience tends to lean towards. But as far as couples or women only or men only, I am open to all of that, because I also think that while there are spaces for women empowerment groups and things like that, I think there also should be more spaces for men empowerment groups too. So whether I'm collaborating with another male to bring that safe space for men, or collaborating with a relationship expert to bring that safe space for couples in general, and how we can engage the audience is what I lean towards.
Okay. You mentioned something earlier about helping with emotional intelligence and mental health. Can you go into that? What has been a huge lesson for you in regards to mental health, and what made you want to get into that arena?
Yeah, so it has been a journey. I will say that. So my background is actually in STEM education. So this, So my business is solely from just a personal experience. So to be transparent, in 2017, I was diagnosed with high functioning depression and panic disorder. And so because I was working in the nonprofit space, I wasn't able to afford to go to therapy, and I did not want to rely on prescription drugs. And so what I did was, for myself, was started to read self-help books and started to just incorporate coping techniques for myself, through my daily life. And so when I started learning specific lessons on how to really just, sit with myself and be more mindful of what certain habits I had that could bring up my depression or bring up my panic attacks, I was like, I feel like I'm not the only one that's dealing with this. So when I transitioned to really being passionate about my mental health, I quit my job and I sat with myself for 6 months and just surrendered and being present. And so that was really when I was inspired to say, you know what? Other people need spaces like this too. Like, how do you create your own safe space for yourself? And how do you find community in mental health and dismantling the stigma behind mental health?
I would like to thank our guest, Kiara L., for coming on today and for sharing how she overcame adversity. Mental health is such a taboo topic in our community. And I would like to thank you, Kiara, for your vulnerability in sharing a piece of yourself with us. And I would like to thank you, our viewing audience, for watching today's episode. Thank you so much for watching Dropping Gems, Holistic Health, peace, and much abundance to you. See you next week. Peace and blessings.
Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's KeishaGems.com.